everybody! Welcome to another edition of Comics Should Smell Good here at Zanadu Comics. And yes, indeed, they do smell good.
Especially this one's printed in China.
I smell something almost sad, like something huge coming to an end. No, it's not Secret Wars. It's not over yet.
Star Wars?
Oh, well, you wish. It is, in fact, a large part of my childhood. The Ultimate Universe is over. As of
again,
Ultimate End number 5, it's actually really finally over. Ultimatum didn't do it. Ultimate End, or no, this is Ultimate. What was that?
That was that other one that was like the Ultimate. Man, this is the second Ultimate End they've done. I don't care what they say.
I don't know, man, but this is it. Bendis faded out a whole like double-page spread of talking heads. That means it's over. It is over, guys. But with an end comes a beginning. 3 of them, in fact, this week. We've got Squadron Supreme, number 1, by James Robinson and Leonard Kirk. James Robinson is awesome. Like, really one of the best superhero writers out there. He had a lot of really cool ideas in his recent Invaders series, and that's carrying over here. But the formerly evil Justice League team here is now composed of a bunch of survivors from the multiverse. They're all like last survivors of their various destroyed worlds.
All right.
Yeah. And in this first issue, they take the fight to one member of the Illuminati who is responsible for destroying a number of homeworlds. Yeah. Also out this week is Starbrand and Nightmask by the team of, it's Kevin Wiseman, right? Greg Wiseman. Greg Wiseman and Domo Stanton, a newcomer to Marvel, telling the story of 2 college-age heroes from Hickman's Avengers series.
Yeah.
Wiseman, of course, worked on Young Justice and the Green Lantern cartoon,
there you go.
so he's sort of experienced with this type of adventure stuff. And lastly, speaking of adventure, Weird World, number 1, a new series spinning out of the Secret Wars miniseries. This follows a young girl whose plane crashes in the Weird World, and she's met by Archon. Actually, on the last page of the Secret Wars miniseries, it leads directly into the first page of this one, which conveniently enough, the trade for that miniseries is available today.
Oh, you think they'd have planned it like that?
Right.
We're gonna flip over to IDW for the much anticipated return of the man with the chin. That's right,
yeah.
Judge Dredd.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Oh, no, your chin is not grizzled. Like, you gotta go through another 50 years worth of, like, death and grime and maybe a couple of, like, walks around the last walks, you know, through the desert.
I'm far too youthful.
It's true. This issue by the team of Ulysses Farinas and Eric Freitas, who brought you Mega City 2, which was friggin' amazing and beyond detailed.
Yeah.
But this issue sees art by Dan McDade of Vandroid fame, and also who's been doing Big Trouble in Little China lately, which has been pretty cool. And Ryan Hill doing colors, the poor man Ryan Hill, who doesn't have to, actually not poor him, because he doesn't have to color Ulysses anymore. So, yeah. But this sees Judge Dredd out in the wasteland, doing what he does best, enforcing law to the lawless. And that means beating them out of people. So
you've beaten the Drock out of people?
That's right. So if you've been missing the grizzled chin, because I know I have, gets you Dredd.
And moving over to a different realm of sci-fi here, we have another number 1, from IDW in fact. This is Star Trek Starfleet Academy number 1. Written by Mike Johnson and Ryan Parrott.
I wonder if that's his real name.
Probably. I don't know why you would change your name to that. And drawn by Derek Charm of the local indie hit Trip Fantastic. Yes. One of my personal favorite things to come out of the city. This sees a new class of, Starfleet Academy students. But it also features the whole cast of the reboot Star Trek series. So you got like Chris Pine as Captain Kirk there, you got Zoe Saldana as Uhura, Siler from Heroes as Spock, because I can't remember the actor's name. Zachary Quinto, that's it. Dude with the eyebrows.
There you go.
Yeah, this is really cool. Looks to be, sort of expanding on the long-running IDW Star Trek series.
And maybe even for a younger generation.
Yeah.
We shall see.
It's nice and cartoonish. Fun stuff.
Speaking of fun, are you brave enough to decide your own destiny with Grandpa Simpson as your leader? No? Well, maybe you should, because it comes with dinosaurs and leprechauns and Draculas.
So many Draculas.
Yeah. You might be saying, well, that's a Simpsons comics. Like, we have the TV. You're wrong. Just be quiet, all right? These comics are freaking awesome. They've been doing specials based on different characters with really art that's way better than it should be for like a Simpsons comic.
They got like some straight up Wally Wood ink work on that first page.
Yeah, I mean, this first page is great, but it's basically Grandpa Simpson recounting his greatest untold adventures, or maybe his greatest imagined adventures. But can I just say one thing? Winter Soldier, Grandpa Simpson. How do these things connect? I have no idea.
Oh, also, did we forget to mention it's a choose your own adventure book?
Decide your own destiny. That's right. Yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited. Oh, it's got Krang.
And back at Marvel here, we've got under their Star Wars line the Darth Vader Annual #1. Following up on the recent Star Wars Annual featuring an adventure of Emperor Sheev Palpatine, this is written by Kieran Gillen, regular writer of the Darth Vader series, and drawn by Lionel Yu, who's actually going to be the artist after Stuart Immonen on the main series.
Yeah.
And this features Darth Vader doing what he does best, which is storming into places and kidnapping princesses.
Clearly, a man's got a typecast. Job description. Let's see. From Dark Horse this week, we have the 11th book already of the very amazing Avatar: Last Airbender, written by Ji Nguyen Lang and drawn by Gurihiru, and done with very close collaboration with the creators. This is the official continuation of the original series that takes place like in before Korra starts, and it's friggin' amazing. I mean, usually TV tie-ins and stuff are kind of garbage, but this is really, really great, and it's just like watching the show. You just have to use your imagination a little, which I know is hard for some people, but you can do it.
Right. And over at DC, we've got the second issue of Max Landis's Superman, American Alien. This is now moving on from the childish Clark Kent to an adolescent Clark Kent.
Juvenile.
With a black eye. Yes, juvenile.
Wait, if he's Superman, how'd he get a black eye?
Well, I mean, he's smaller Superman. Maybe he was a shut-in back then. He didn't get too much sunlight. He wasn't that durable. But this is drawn by the amazing Tommy Lee Edwards, who, he's Tommy Lee Edwards. Dude is, like...
real good.
Yeah, he is so good, he only has to do, like, 2 or 3 comics.
In fact, I think the last thing he did was Turf, which was, like, many moons ago. Or was that
Did he not do, was that John Paul Leon that did the, there was the 2-part Detective Comics
Yeah, that was
story.
Leon.
Was that? Okay.
Yeah,
very similar artists,
Yeah.
but both amazing.
And speaking of another artist who's really stepping his game up, we have Lee Garbett and Holly Black bringing you the new adventures of Lucifer. That's right, the Morning Star has returned in maybe a television series that you might have heard about that was, going to be on Fox, and we might have been giving out bags this past week about them.
Never heard of it.
No, never, because I don't, if it's on the internet and TV, I don't pay attention. But yes, Lucifer is back. It's kind of hard to tell, because Lucifer had the very long series from Mike Carey before this, how it's kind of picking up, but basically, you got Lucifer in LA, and, there's demons, there's other angels trying to kill him, it's just a day in the life of Lucifer. But yeah, if you're excited about the new TV show, or if you, love the character, love Sandman, stuff like that, new #1 should be big.
And my last book for you here is a deep cut from the DC Elseworlds archives. This is Batman, The Doom That Came to Gotham. Written by none other than Mike Mignola. Yes, Mike Mignola. Hellboy Mike Mignola.
Right.
Amazing Screw-on-Head Mike Mignola.
Yes.
With a particularly Lovecraftian take on the Gotham mythos. You've got, like, weird cosmic horror-influenced Two-Face. You've got spooky, I'm talking, So Mignola redesigned Mr. Freeze for the animated series and made him look creepy. Oh, this is 10 times as spooky.
Yeah.
It's got art by Troy Nixie with, who's Richard Pace? And is he a co-writer on this? I don't know. There's a lot of names on this. Troy Nixie draws it, inked by Dennis Jank, and colored by Dave Stewart, Mignola's frequent partner in crime. This is really, really something you should be checking out if you're a fan of Batman. You're looking for new interpretations of the character. Something that hasn't been, too easy to find in the last few years.
Yeah, they like to act like those Elseworlds don't exist, which is really sad, because that is one of the best, Batman stories. It's very, it's like steampunk without being all tropey about it. It's really good.
In the same sort of vein as the Justice Society Liberty File, which was recently picked up on again.
Yeah. And my final book of the week, because it's like the most gorgeous thing that's coming out right now, Sean Murphy, Tokyo Ghost, Rick Remender, Japan, Samurais, weird techno stuff, everything that I want in a comic book, in one comic book every issue, and like 4 issues on time. Yeah, I really don't know what to say about that other than amazing.
And everything is purple.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's freaking awesome. Like, seriously, if you're waiting for the trade on this, don't. Because you need to spread. Like, the trade's going to be really tight to see. It's worth it. Absolutely. And that, I think, does us for about this week. We are almost, well, I guess we are upon the holiday madness. It is 9 days or so.
Oh, it started like 15 days ago, man.
Yeah, man, well, you know, hopefully in that time you will find some time to come in here, you know, and... And our stand-in video monkey has just told me, no Star Wars spoilers. Please, if you spoil Star Wars for other people, you will be asked to leave. And depending on who it is that you spoil it to, it might be viciously or it might be nicely.
Yeah, I actually put effort into getting excited about this stuff again, so don't tell me anything, please.
So with that in mind, we hope you all stay warm, and we will see you all next week.